Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a drawing of a still life plant that I have in my studio. I've actually done two other drawings from the exact plant at different stages of the year. One where it's been like really bushy, another one it's just lost all of its leaves and now it is finally flowered, which is quite surprising because normally I have my blind down in my studio so it doesn't really actually get any sunlight. It doesn't like to be watered either very much. It likes to be dry and in a well shaded place. When I have got the blind open, it is pretty much only getting sunlight off reflections of the street. It's not in direct sunlight, luckily. So I've actually accidentally looked after a houseplant and not actually killed it, which is very surprising, since some of them either I end up overwatering them, or they get too much sunlight, or they don't get enough sunlight, or I just forget about them and just forget to water them. It's either one extreme to the other. Sometimes I'm very lucky that some plants like to be overwatered or have too much sun or not enough sun. It's just finding that way of trying not to kill your plants, but also finding and remembering what each individual plant likes. I'm just going to sit here and draw because that's what I want to do today. I'm going to be using my usual graphite pencil in 6B. I do need to sharpen this because it's gone quite blunt at the end so I can get a nice pinpoint precision. I'm going to be the actual lines rather than the negative space because I think one or two of them I did. One of the two of them I think I both did negative space drawings out of them, but because there isn't much leaves or flowers, it's going to be quite hard to just draw a space in between. It would just look a bit weird. It might be the best idea in the world, but maybe I'll do that for a different drawing instead when the flower is a bit more bigger and there's some more leaves, just to make it a bit more zaggy and cool. I don't have a sharpener, so I've literally been using my scalpel and very safely scraping away the points. That's why it looks a bit cool and weird. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy, and I shall speak to you when I think it's at the finish point, really. I forgot to say this paper is recycled paper, as in someone threw it away and I skillfully dug through the bin to get it. So the back end isn't useful, but the front bit, which is what I'm drawing on, is, because it just needs to be cut down and drawn onto, because it has been rolled up in my drawers for a while. I've had to put weights on the corners, which you can see them actually. Actually meant to be for watercolour paintings. I think this one says better as a drawing. We're drawing watercolour paper because the surface is quite rough, so you're going to get not full control of the pencil. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's just something I need to remember. thin stem. So that's the main centerpiece, but there's one piece coming up behind it. Maybe these two are having a bit too much of a conflict. It's a bit annoying, but from my perspective, this one's meant to be from behind this section here, which is proving really hard to do. But hey, with every draw you learn something new, don't you? kind of weird how I only just noticed, but all the buds are facing this way, that they're slightly leaning towards the left hand side, and that's because that's where the sunlight's coming from. I was like, why are these all looking very bent? But it's because they naturally gravitate towards the light. That's me guessing, or I'm not a scientist or anything, so I wouldn't know the technical term for it. If anyone knows, please let me know. Okay, there's a bunch of flowers just about here. I think once I've drawn that and connected them, that will call it a day for this one. Because believe it or not, that's this top, if I can speak, this top part is the most interesting. When it gets towards the bottom, it's just in a pot and there's just naked stems, that's the word, naked stems, so it's nothing really interesting to draw. Just gonna, I normally start with the furthest point and then work backwards, because if I run out of space this way, it's not a bad thing. If I run out of space this way or get it too far along, then it looks a bit weird. Because you can see what I'm drawing, but you can't see, you can see what I'm drawing, but you can't see what I'm looking at. That's how artists get away with everything. Quick little note. When it's like a bunch of flowers, I don't know where to start because there's so many layers. I tend to draw the outside line first and then work with a bit like negative space, or draw the outside line and then draw the space in between and I work from there, because just having some information is better than being taking a stab in the dark basically. So there's a big whole section here that's actually, you can see through it. That's it. That's the most I'm going to be able to do. It's getting quite hard and I'm getting quite, not frustrated, but temperamental with the paper, because when you draw a straight line, it's not drawing straight, it will kind of go up and down because of the texture of the paper. But from what I managed to get out of it, I'm really happy with it. It's a really good still life drawing. But it is quite interesting to be able to look back and see how different the other two drawings are, even though they were negative space, and also at different times of the year. Just through the way of drawing the same object throughout the year can actually, you can see the difference in your technique and if you're improving or what you need to improve, etc, etc. So I hope you guys enjoyed this and I hope to see you guys soon. Don't forget to comment down below what you thought, about any thoughts about this video. Give a like and subscribe, and from now on I'll see you guys next time. Bye now.